Hello everyone, Von Marie here and welcome back to my channel. So we're going to use the split snowflake stencil from a Colorful Life Designs. This is a new stencil for November and I got a request to make this card. So here is a tutorial and I am using just one of the pieces. You do get the negative piece, which is so great, from Mary Kay. She always does that and I appreciate it so much, and I bet a bunch of you guys do too. And you can use my code VonFan10 to save 10% off on your purchase, and that 10% is pretty great, I would say. So, and you can use that for any stencil except for the Master Creator bundles. So we are going to use Milled Lavender Distress Oxide ink and Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide ink. And these are two of my favorite colors. And I do have a blog post as well. I will link that down below as well, and what I used. And if you ever have any questions, just let me know. If you need a tutorial on anything, let me know as well. I used to make tutorials all the time using a Colorful Life Designs, and then I stopped. But if there's ever one that you want to see, like this one, just let me know. And this is Hammer Mill cardstock, and I really love this paper for ink blending. And next I'm going to use my Milled Lavender. I'm using some Tailored Expressions brushes today. I'm not really sure what brushes I used when I did my original card. So I am just going to add some of that purple. I did realize you can do a little bit of a heavier hand. This is a light hand to me. And then I'm going to add a little bit of peacock feathers. And I'm just using my Glassboard Studio board here, and I have my magnets holding it down, but you can use some pixie spray and that would hold your stencil down as well. And this month is so great. I love this month of stencils. December, we don't have a new release, but we are using some new to us stencils from the shop. And if you check out a Colorful Life Designs, there is, so I think it's pretty good. I love how it came out. So if you check out a Colorful Life Designs, you will find so many stencils there, and so many to put on your wish list, or they're great for stocking stuffers, Christmas. So I am going to cut this background down, and I'm trying to see, did I heat emboss? Sometimes I do that, but no, I just stamped it with black ink. So I was given this trimmer by my friend Tina, so yay, thank you Tina. It's a Stampin' Up trimmer, and we talked about it, and luckily she had one, and she just sent it to me. It's so great. So I appreciate that. And so now I'm placing my panel into my mini Misty. This is Pink and Main, and this stamp set is called Flurry of Fun. And it's so cute, and I'm using this cute penguin. And of course my card isn't exactly the same, but I am really trying to get a duplicate of my last card because I wanted to do it exact for this tutorial. So I'm going to stamp it in Memento Tuxedo ink, and I'm going to do a little bit of Copic marker coloring. And luckily I wrote down some of my markers. A couple I had to kind of guess, so bear with me. And so now here are the markers, and I will list them on my screen as well as in the description down below for you. And I put them I have been putting them on the side there as well, so hopefully you don't have any problems with what colors I used. I do simple Copic coloring. I just have fun coloring and I don't pay attention too much to where the light is coming from. I do try and add some shadows, but I just, for the most part, just have fun coloring. I think coloring is fun and I don't want it to be stressful. And I'm just adding some C3 in there. And I believe I will add another C color. Or actually, I got out of the line there. So this is my Altenew colorless blender. I have my Copic one somewhere. So I am just adding some C1 here. And it was a little juicy, so I made sure to take off both marker tops just because I didn't want an accident on this card and have to redo it. I've had that done before where it leaks so much on my image and I'm trying to clean it up with my colorless blender, and sometimes I can get away with it and there's been times I haven't been able to. So I didn't want that problem. So I decided to add a little more C3 in here just because it was looking a little bit lighter than my other card, and I didn't want it too much lighter because we're trying to do exact here, right? So, and today is a rainy day here, so it's a little chilly, chillier than usual. We always have the sun out all the time, and so it's actually quite nice that it's a rainy day. And I'm just doing a little bit of shadow on the white portion, and I'm going to use my colorless blender to blend that in. And super cute. All the images too on this Pink and Main stamp are just adorable. Next, I am coloring in the feet and the mouth there. Or maybe it's considered the nose. Well, the beak, whichever you prefer. And just using two colors here, I just put them both up and I kind of go back and forth with those two colors. And so really simple coloring this cute penguin. So here are the two purple colors I used, and actually BV01 I believe is actually darker than BV02, so I thought that was quite interesting. And I will use both of those colors back and forth and blend them in. And I was trying to match my snowflake border there. Isn't this cute, this split snowflake? Perfect to mass produce, batch a bunch of cards for the holidays. So I hope you grab it because you can use my coupon code and then save 10% off. And I'm just coloring in his earmuffs. And then the little, a little more on this. I think I'm going to add the BG color to the snowballs there. It didn't seem like I did it on my first card, and even though I added on my second card, you still can't see it that much, but I still did add it. And I couldn't figure out what color I used on the cheeks. So I'm going to go for R11. That seemed like the matching color there. And I'm just going to clean off my stamps. And I'm going to get ready to stamp my sentiment from the same stamp set. So it says, wishing you a flurry of fun this winter, which is really, really cute. And so pretty easy for this A2 card, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I do have a gray card base that is the same size, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So here is where I add that BG color. I believe I added the BG 1000 or BG 000. And now I'm just using Memento Tuxedo ink for my sentiment. Sometimes I do a little bit darker ink for the sentiment, but in this case I didn't, and I think it's just fine. So I will glue that to an A2 card base, the gray one here. And I'm going to use liquid glue. And the last thing that I'm going to do is just add my card bling. And I'm not sure if you know that Colorful Life Designs has a bunch of different colors of card bling in the store. So check that out. You can also use my code on that. And I will show you my box of card bling. It's a little messy, and when you place an order, Mary Kay's so sweet. She will give you some card bling as a little thank you. And so, oh, and I'm just drawing in the ground for this penguin. And then I was going to draw some in for the snowballs, and I did just a little bit there. And then here is my box of card bling. Very messy. I need to organize it. It's just a little box I got from my local store here. And so I use that purple there, that light purple. And I'm going to get out 3. And as I was looking at my other card, I noticed that it wasn't a small card, small sequin there. It was more of a regular size. So I went ahead and changed that. And then I'm going to grab my tool to help me glue my card bling. And I will just use my liquid glue and 3 card bling sequins is all I need. So super cute, and I love this card. So I had fun making it over, and if, like I said, if you ever need a tutorial, just message me. You can email me as well. Whatever is better for you. You can probably just, yeah, I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, so let me know. And so here is both cards. So here is my first one again. I mean, my second one, the one we just made together. And then here is my original card. It's a little bit darker, the purple there. So tell me which one you like better, and I will be back soon with another card tutorial. Have a wonderful day.